Hello and welcome to the GTLA Lakers 818 podcast. It's Friday, March 9th. It's been a minute since we podcasted last, 2 weeks to be exact, which was 2 weeks ago Friday when we played the Mavericks after that win. How's it going, man?
Good, man. How you doing? What's up, y'all?
Good. Yeah, Laker fans, we just watched the Lakers-Nuggets game today. Disappointing loss. What did you think of that game?
Lakers played well, but defense was a story for sure. I was excited. I really thought Lakers had a chance, and just towards the end of the game, we kind of just gave it away.
Yeah, this one was close at the end, which that's been a thing for the Lakers recently, which is good. Like we're either winning our games or we're in all the games, over the last 20 games, which is nice. But that fourth quarter was. What I remember is Isaiah checked in at the start, and it was kind of like his turn to do his Mr. Fourth Quarter thing, but it just didn't work.
It didn't work.
He shot at some bad shots.
Yeah, he missed a layup or two. He missed an easy little, 7-foot jumper in the lane. Turnovers, man. Turnovers really killed us. We had a lot of turnovers. Not just Isaiah, but as a team, just sloppy play a little bit. And we gave ourselves a chance. I thought KCP played really well. He was hitting threes, and I thought Lonzo played well too. The team played well, Brook Lopez and everyone, but it felt like we got slow and stagnant. I feel like whenever we get slow, the offense slows down. We're not going up and down. Everything becomes more difficult.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. There were moments in the game where we picked up the pace and we got good shots out of it.
That's when we took over the lead, when we were pushing.
Yeah, because we were down most of this game for the most part. I think we were down the whole time until it was in the 90s or something.
Yeah, 8, 10 points, 6, 8, 10 points. And then we finally made that push, and the pace was ours. The pace was our game. That's when we took the lead, and then again, just like you said, Isaiah comes in, and then. Let him go one-on-one and, do his thing. And then he misses shots. And then, defensive plays, we're lacking on, size. And, turnovers is just a combination of everything. And we lose.
Let's look at the box score. Let's see. Brook Lopez, for the second game in a row, was the leading scorer at 29 points.
29? How many rebounds? How many rebounds did he have?
5 rebounds.
5
in
big
32
ones.
minutes.
Hey, I'll applaud him on 5 boards, that's for sure.
Randall, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Pope, 17, 9 rebounds. He's been getting a lot of rebounds lately.
Oh, yeah.
Lonzo, 15, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals.
I got 8 dimes.
Oh, yeah, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals. Kuzma, 14 and 6. Isaiah, 10 points. Yeah, it was... I don't know. Denver's a solid team, and the West is just very interesting right now. If the Lakers are going to play against anyone below them in the West right now, 10 through 1, those teams are trying hard.
They're all really playing well.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the loss column, trying to see which of these teams are losing, and none of them are losing. It feels like everyone's. Lakers are winning too. Other than the game against Portland tonight, but. All the teams are, they're all, they're playing for their playoff lives.
Yeah.
But dude, Kuzma 10 attempts tonight, with no Ingram. You get 39 minutes. I think he's got to be more assertive.
What?
10 shot attempts. When he woke up, that's when we kind of took the lead.
Yeah, he didn't have his first field goal attempt till 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. And he started the game.
That is weird.
Yeah. And he was so good the last game against the Magic. It was
he looked real nice.
Yeah. This was a disappointing loss, but hey, I don't know. This is a game where you need Ingram. We're playing against a solid team trying to make the playoffs. We needed our full lineup. So like we said, last time we talked was 2 weeks ago. It's been a minute, Laker fans. We had won that game against Dallas, which broke a 3-game losing streak we were on right after the trade of Clarkson and Nance for Isaiah. We were 24 and 34 after the last podcast. We're now 29 and 36 after going 5 and 2 over the last 7 games. Let's just start with the first of those games, and we'll cover a lot through these games. So that first game since that Dallas game was against Sacramento. This was the back-to-back against Dallas. We played Dallas Friday and then Sacramento Saturday. And Lonzo didn't play in this game. He played the game before against Dallas, but I don't know. Yeah, they didn't. I guess they didn't want to play him in the back-to-back. This was a game we were down most of the beginning of the game, and then Pope went on fire.
Yeah, KCP caught fire. I remember that.
Yeah, he hit 8 3-pointers and had 34 points and 7 rebounds.
Yeah, he was definitely a difference maker for sure. I mean, yeah, no, sorry, it's been a while, but yeah, no, that he kind of gave us. He won that game for us, for sure.
Yeah, but this was a game where we were trying to do everything we could to lose this game. So we were with 2 minutes and 30 seconds 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. We were up by 6, and then right on cue, a Randall offensive foul, and that just like started this downhill thing.
OC.
And it's odd because we talked about on the last podcast that I think the last podcast we said he had 2 of the last 3 games had an offensive foul in clutch time. He had one in this Sacramento game, and tonight against Denver, he had another one.
Dude, it's been happening since the beginning of the season. Like, I think it's just the way he plays, really.
The thing that's bad is that it's always coming in the last 5 minutes of close games. Like, he's not. That's what's weird. He's only getting 1 a game, but they're always when like you don't want it.
Yeah,
it's just.
But I think the frequency of him getting that offensive foul, it's definitely gone down for sure. I mean, just because Randall's been playing really well as of late. But yeah, when we do get it, it's always in the last like couple minutes in the game, which hurts the most.
Yeah, and then with 30 seconds left, we were up by 5. Isaiah had a bad turnover, which led to a Kings dunk. They cut the lead to 3, and then we were up by 5 with 10 seconds left. And then Pope fouled Bogdanovic on a 3, and they got an
Bogdanovic.
So we were up 5, and the Kings get a 4-point play out of us. Yeah. He fouls him at the 3-point line, and they cut the lead to 1 after the free throw. And then basically the game turned to a free throw contest. Thank God Isaiah made all his free throws. Those really saved us. And yeah, that was that game.
Yep.
Ingram had 13, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Randall 12 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. Isaiah 17 points, 4 assists. And Hart and Kuzma had 10 each. All right, let's go on to the Hawks game. This game was over before it started. I'm sorry, the Hawks are just absolutely
they look
terrible.
Really bad. That game, they look really bad.
They are that bad. They've been that bad this season. They are not trying at all. You couldn't name 2 or 3 stars on their team.
Yeah, no, I can't. I mean, Shooter and Kent Bazemore, who used to be a Lakers third stringer, like,
and Shooter didn't even play their best player. And I knew that this game was But so listen to this. So Lonzo came back for this game, but it was weird because he didn't start in this game. I mean, he didn't start that first game against Dallas, and then he didn't start this game. Did you think? I don't know. I feel like your second game back, if you're the starter, like you should start. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, after taking 3 days off, should be able to start. But I mean, that's Luke's call. So
yeah. So this game we had 18 assists on our first 20 field goals in this game.
Yeah, it was a blowout from the beginning.
We had 14 turnovers at halftime, but we're up 18 points. And this was the game. This was the start of this whole Lonzo defensive mania thing he's been doing lately. I don't know. Lonzo is a good defender, definitely a great help defender. But the defense he's been playing the last 5 games or so,
it's amazing.
It wasn't what he was doing before he got hurt, but it's like it is unbelievably good defense.
Dude, his vision, he sees that. The offense, he sees when he's on defense, he sees the other team's offense before it's even happening. He just reads those plays. I know you've been seeing it. It happened tonight too. Any big man gets in the high post, right when the pass, before the pass is even being made, he's already running to he's gonna blindside him. And he just rips the ball. He does that all the time. I feel like he's done that at least once in the last 5 games.
Yeah,
at least once.
Yeah, those blindside steals are like I never see other people doing that like that as the frequency he's been doing it.
Oh, it's
like,
crazy.
And he's getting blocks. He's blocking centers,
blocks, steals. I mean, it's not even the blocks and the steals. It's just, you know, he stays in front of the guys. Like, he's so quick. He's really light, and he's got a lot of energy. He's just like he seems really bouncy. Yeah, like he feels like he'd go left to right, and he's even hustling for the loose balls too.
Yeah,
you know. So it's the numbers don't lie. Like, the steals and blocks are there, but it's even what he does at the steals and blocks don't count too, which is it's amazing how good he is on defense, really. Yeah,
he's even been doing stuff like being like a cornerback, like just catching the ball midair and passes that like it's like he really can see a step ahead of everyone else. Like, he can see that this guy's about to pick up his dribble and throw it, and he like does it. He jumps before even the guy does it, and then like steals the ball real quick.
He reads the play before it happens.
I'm not lying to you. I swear, what I'm seeing these last 5 games, if he does that for an entire season, if that's how he plays defense, he can definitely win a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Oh,
like, it's that good a defense. Like, it is insane. Like, I'm shocked. Like, and let's talk about his athleticism. How fast is this guy?
Crazy, dude. This guy's quickness is ridiculous. I mean, he's super fast. Like, I mean, left to right. Like, it feels like he has like a ton of energy. Like, he just feels like he's just quicker than everyone else on the court. He just seems like he's all over the place. Like, we saw flashes of it in the beginning of the season. I remember, like, I mean, it wasn't as refined. He didn't look as, you know, good as he does now. But like, his energy was there, but he wasn't being really effective. Like, he wasn't making plays. Now he's making plays using that energy, and it's really bringing the team together, like on the defense and offensive end.
Yeah, and it's like when I think of him, if he was in a sprint contest in the NBA, I feel like he's one of the quickest sprinters. Like, he's like,
for sure.
His ability to run from point A to point B is like, it looks like a blur. It's so
seriously. I mean, it's almost like John Wall speed. Like, really, you know. I mean, they got to use that to their advantage. They got to use that strength to their advantage. Like, you know, even Kenny Smith on like Inside the NBA, he even says, you know, Lonzo, he can control the pace of a game. So they got to be able to just like push it all the time whenever he's in. Like, I don't know, I cringe when I see him walking the ball up the court. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I still feel like he doesn't have the ball in his hands enough. Like, I feel like he has the ball is not in his hands enough at all.
No, I agree with you.
And the good thing about his speed and sprinting is he can dribble and run really fast. Like, with the ball in his hands, he's super fast.
Oh, his handles are great.
Yeah. But that's something like a lot of players can't do. Like, they can be fast without the ball, but with the dribbling, like, he's really fast. Like,
yeah, he's got good control. I don't think I've ever seen him turn the ball over, pushing it up court, except today when I thought he got fouled. But
yeah, he got fouled in that play.
Yeah. No, he's. I mean, I wish something positive always comes out, regardless whether if we make the basket or not. Like, it's always an open shot, or it's always, you know, it's like a momentum, like, swing, like, play. It's just you know, it just makes the game so much more easier for everyone else.
Yeah, like, a lot of times his little steals end up in like quick little layups. Like, you're just getting points, like free points.
Quick layups, and dude, now he's draining that 3 ball now.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, he didn't shoot well today, but hey, last 20 games, he's been shooting ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll talk about him some more later. I just want to talk about the defense for now. But yeah, let's get back to this Hawks game. So yeah, one thing I really like about this game, and we talked about this after, was in the third quarter of this game, Brandon Ingram got really aggressive. Like, he turned on some switch, and he scored 3 straight baskets in under a minute. 2 of them were lefty layups in traffic, and then he got a steal and had an and one layup. And then 2 minutes later, he had a nice dunk. And Bill McDonald.
He got a nice little curl, and like Randall hit him with his dunk. Like, he dunked on some dude too. It was nasty.
Yeah, it's those long arms. What's his name? Is the Lakers?
Bill McDonald.
Bill McDonald. He said on the microphone, he was like, "Oh, Brandon Ingram, he's yelling at his teammates right now," and like and it was good. You could see on his face like something like woke up in him, and like and we talked about on this podcast a lot before, if he can just like increase the intensity and maintain it like that for longer periods of time, like, dude, I swear, he just literally scored 6 points in under a minute, like when he got into this little mode of his. Like if he can just bottle that up and like.
I think there was a play where he thought he got fouled, and I thought he got fouled like on a shot, like pretty hard. It seemed really obvious, and the refs didn't call anything, and I think that's what ticked him off. You know, and you know what's funny was what I think is like the refs shouldn't like be able to like get that switch turned on in you. It should be the other team. Like that switch should just be on the whole game. Like just the fact that he should try going for the jugular against every single team. I think when he has that, if he could lock that mentality in and just zone in on it and just focus, he's gonna be deadly for sure.
Yeah, we won this game against the Hawks by 20 points. The game was over before it started. Like I said, Ingram had 21 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 blocks. Randall double-double, 19 and 10. Now we had 9 players in double figures. Lonzo had 13 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. He was 3 for 3 from the three-point line.
That was nice.
Pope had 13 rebounds in this game. So, I don't know. This game, to me, it's a fluff game. I don't really care about it. I knew we were going to... I mean, the Hawks are just awful. Like, honestly, one of the worst teams I've seen over the last, 5 years, I can say, ever assembled. That
was a really bad
they're
game.
just... That team is just... That roster is awful. Let's move on to the Heat game. So, unfortunately, after the Hawks game, before the Heat game, Josh Hart broke a finger in his left hand in practice, and he's out 4 to 6 weeks, which pretty
Josh
much...
Fart, no.
which pretty much means he probably might not play for the rest of the season.
He's definitely out, right?
Yeah. So what do you think? Let's talk about his impact before we get into this game.
Man, he's been solid, dude. I really like him. I guess that's what 4 years of college does to you, but he's been super solid. We said it the last podcast too. He doesn't make any errors. He just plays a really solid fundamental game. His defense is amazing. He gets rebounds. He can knock the three. You know, he can even drive to the basket and get layups. We're missing him. We're missing him.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, we just signed Derek Williams today, and
he didn't play.
Yeah, he didn't even play. But as with Ingram out and him out, we're definitely losing some edge. That's why KCP, his rebounding numbers are going up because Brook Lopez isn't getting it. So, KCP, he's cleaning up for Josh Hart. That's for sure. He's taking some minutes, getting some minutes.
Yeah. So this Heat game was a pretty fun game. We had 73 points in the first half. We had 101 points at the end of the third quarter. We were up 11 at the end of the third. And then at the beginning of the fourth quarter, it was Isaiah Mr. Fourth Quarter time. He had 11 points in the first 3 minutes of the quarter, and then our lead went up to 20 points. This was a game, I think, Isaiah had 20. This was the best game as a Laker so far. 29 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 6 3-pointers. This was a game where everything worked out for him. He looked like the Isaiah of last year, for this one time so far.
He really just blew the game open kind of for us. We were up,
Yeah.
And I think he pushed it to like you said,
20
20-point lead. But did you notice fell asleep again? We started playing we had won the game, as Luke Walton says. And then I think the Heat made a small run, but Lakers still won the game though. But they shouldn't let teams back in like that.
Yeah, we won the game by 20 pretty much, 131 to 113. The other thing that happened in this game was this is the game Ingram got hurt. He drove in the fast break, and it was a weird play because he got hit on the arm and fell to the ground, and I saw him immediately grab at his inner thigh. What? And I was I thought it was really weird. And I was I knew it was gonna be something where he wasn't gonna be back this game at the very least. So he had an MRI. They find the MRI shows that he has a strained left hip flexor. He's to miss. They said he's gonna miss a week. So he's gonna miss all the games this week we're talking about. So he's guaranteed to miss the game Sunday against Cleveland. But then he's gonna be reevaluated after this week. They're not saying he's necessarily gonna come back. So I don't know. That makes it sound like he's probably gonna miss more time, I would imagine. Just if they're talking about some reevaluation. But I don't know. Hopefully not. But yeah, it's been kind of interesting watching the Lakers without Ingram the last couple of games.
Yeah, no, I mean, what's surprising is that they've actually been playing pretty well. Like, you know, even against Portland, they lost, but they definitely put up a good fight without him. They won against Orlando, and even tonight was a game we missed them, but yeah, we're definitely losing some depth over there without him. I mean, he's a playmaker. I would love to see him trade, you know, a few of those possessions with Isaiah in the fourth, you know, in a few of these games. So
yeah,
BI, we need you back, man.
Yeah, no, hopefully it's not a big deal. I hope, you know.
I think he's fine, to be honest with you. I really do. I think the Lakers just taking some precaution, like, okay, whatever, he gets hurt, let's give him a few days off. I mean, they're not really that much in that playoff race, you know, right now, but obviously you need him to be in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like it's a tough decision if you're, you know, the Lakers. I think he's ready to play, but it's probably management's call. They're probably just not letting him play.
Yeah. So, hey, one interesting thing that's been happening lately, and it happened in this Miami game, was that there's "Let's Go Laker" chants in so many of the road arenas now. Like at certain point, not the whole game, but
Lakers.
like, I swear multiple times I have noted that, oh, in this game, at this moment, the crowd was chanting "Let's Go Lakers." And the other thing on top of that is, when have you ever seen a player, and I'm talking about Kyle Kuzma here, who's getting Kuz chants everywhere, like in every arena?
No,
like,
seriously.
Even when the Lakers had like Tyronn Lue or Luke Walton, we had a little thing where the crowd would go Lue. That was always
on the road.
Yeah, never on the road.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of this. It's very interesting to me.
Hey, Kuzma is an amazing player, and the Lakers have an amazing fan base. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like you go to Phoenix whenever the Lakers are in Phoenix for sure. Like half the arena is wearing purple and gold, and you see. I mean, every game that I watch in the NBA, like regardless if it's Lakers or not, I noticed that the road team that has the most support on the road, it feels like it's the Lakers.
Yeah.
Like I never see, like if you see, I don't know, just pick any random two teams. Let's say the Pacers are on the road in Orlando. Mm-hmm. Like I don't see any yellow Pacer jerseys in Orlando.
Yeah.
It's maybe one or two, but it feels like whenever the Lakers are on the road, like there's always the Laker fans definitely show up.
Yeah.
And, you mix that with, Kuzma just being an amazing player, and, Laker Nation's excited about him. I'm excited, so you gotta support Kuz. Let's go.
Yeah, and Laker fans, obviously, it's the biggest team in the NBA, and it's a global thing. Like Laker fans are all over the world. It's just that I haven't seen. I can't remember. It's not like last season there was ever I don't remember Laker chants be going on last year, the year before that. Like not since COVID, probably.
They're playing well, man.
But no, it feels like LA is like everyone. It's like the city's starting. People are starting to feel something's coming.
We're budding. You feel the energy? I feel the energy. Hey, we lost tonight. We even lost against Portland, which is a game I thought we should have won. But you feel the energy coming. This is like the first time in a while where we're starting to put some wins together. Like we finally broke that 4-game winning streak. Like we won 4 games in a row, I think 3 times this season. I think we cracked that. We won 5, right? So we're starting to get some wins. Lakers look good. They look a lot better. Like I think we matched the total wins from last season. Was it after this game?
I think we already matched it.
Like a couple of games ago. I think it was against against the Bulls? No, the Heat.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, man, we're definitely a better team. The Laker Nation feels it.
Yeah. All right, let's close out this Heat game. So Randall had 25 and 6. He went 9 for 9 from the free throw line, which is nice.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Because just 2 games before against the Kings, he was 0 for 5, and
to make up for that.
Yeah. Ingram had 19, 5 and 5 before he left the game with an injury. Pope 18 points, Kuzma 16 points, Lonzo 8 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 steals, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line.
Yeah, Lonzo was all over defensively, he was all over the court.
In this Heat game, he was all over the court.
Dude, he was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, he definitely seemed like he definitely has the most energy.
Yeah.
Compared to anyone else. And what's great is that he doesn't just use it on the offensive end, which I think he can more, but he utilizes it on the defensive end for sure. And it's
yeah, I mean, 6 steals. That's not like that's rare. Like that doesn't happen often.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, starting with this Hawks game, every game we're going to talk about, it's just we could talk about Lonzo's defense. Let's move on to the Spurs game. So this was Ingram didn't play in this game, obviously. It was the first game without him. So this is a theme about Lonzo I wanted to talk about with you that I noticed that happened in this game and been happening recently and it's kind of like the opposite of what we're talking about his defense, is Lonzo is getting into foul trouble quick and early. Like, have you noticed that? Yeah. He quickly picks up 2 fouls every first quarter, and he picks up his third in the second, and it happened in the Spurs game. And actually, but in this Spurs game, it was interesting. I don't know if you noticed this, but so Lonzo got his third foul with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and then I could see him. He waved off like Luke Walton, like he wanted to stay in, and then Luke subbed him out, and he like rolled his eyes at him, like
he got pissed. He just walked to the bench.
Right?
Yeah, I remember.
No,
that.
but not the one that I posted on Instagram.
That was not that one.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Yeah. But against the Spurs, I was like, oh damn, like there's some. We'll talk about the other one.
Hey, speaking about Instagram, follow the page.
Yeah, follow us at GTLA Lakers 818 Instagram. Funniest Laker memes and content, highlight reels, everything.
But so, yeah, dude. No, I think. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So no, we're gonna. So in total, after this podcast, we're gonna have talked about 3 times that we've seen on tape Lonzo like disrespect Lonzo in the last disrespect Luke Walton in the last like week or something. And you cannot deny this. Like, just look at the videos. Don't take my word for it.
It's indirect evidence. Like you early in the season, LeVar said, Luke has lost the locker room. Like, is LeVar in the locker room? No. Like, his son is in the locker room, and obviously his son Lonzo told LeVar, "Hey, coach has lost the locker room." That's why he's gonna say that, and that's why I think that relationship that Luke has with Lonzo it's really like it's like a really fine line of just being like they're okay right now, but I think anything can just really just tip it over one way or another. But I don't know, only time will tell. We'll see with that. But dude, Lonzo and his foul trouble. Yeah. I think Stu Lance said it. Like, I think he's just in the moment of just playing defense. Like, he doesn't know. Like, I think it's just as him being young and inexperienced. Like, being able to play with fouls. Like, I think he's just trying. He's always in just like, okay, I got to play defensive mode. I can't give up any easy baskets. Even if I have foul trouble, I still can't give up an easy basket. And I think he just has to figure that out. And I think he's going to come with time. I think he'll be okay, though.
Yeah, it's like, with all the swiping he does and all the coming from behind, it's like you're inevitably going to get into foul trouble. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like he has to definitely learn how to. He's got to pick his spots. He's too valuable to. Because I'm telling you, in these last 7 games, I've noted down like 3 or 4 of the games him doing this, of getting 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, and it's not a good sign. All right, so let's go. This was one of the best games of the season, though. This is like definitely going to go into the top 5 of the games this season. So with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game, we were down 12 to the Spurs. And then Travis Ware and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope just came up big, and they pretty much sparked like this 12-2 run. Travis Ware, who we just signed with 10-day contract, has 7 points.
Travis who?
From UCLA, Travis Ware. You know Travis Ware? I remember him he had a twin brother, and they both came up on UCLA together. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they both went to the same high school, and like it was kind of like a Robin Lopez, Brooke Lopez kind of thing, or whatever. And I don't know. I got the other ones at home watching, I guess now. Like there's just one of them left. And Travis Ware, he
stepped up.
He had the highest plus minus for us in this game in 12 minutes. He had a 3, 7 points, 2 rebounds. He was a plus 18. And then him and Pope, we cut the lead down. Basically, we'll get into it. But then basically the Lonzo show just happened. This was Lonzo's. Okay, you know how we talked about, remember we did a podcast at the beginning of the season. It was against the Sixers. We watched the game together where I said this was his first milestone 1 game. That's what I was talking about, that Sixers game. I think this Spurs game that we're about to get into was his like, this is UCLA Lonzo is finally here, because what you're starting to notice right before this game and in this game is he is not shy about shooting the three at all anymore. Like, I don't know, tonight he didn't really shoot it a lot, but overall in the since he's come back from injury, this dude is just jacking up threes like it's nothing,
dude,
like it's his job.
With confidence,
but he wasn't doing that at all before the injury. Like the way he's shooting now,
yeah, no, he was shooting a good percentage, like right before he went out.
Yeah,
but the confidence he's shooting with now, it's just it's crazy. Like when you. And I swear to God, I was gonna say this like, oh, you'll see in 2 or 3 years, but dude, right now, like people are forgetting how bad of a shooter he really was in the beginning of the season. People are calling him bust. Oh, Lonzo bust, he can't shoot. Oh, Lonzo this, that, and like they don't realize it's a rookie coming in, 19 years old. He has not even played an NBA game, just trying to feel out the NBA game, like. And, he shot 40% at UCLA, like from 3, 41%.
Yeah.
Like, he can make the shot.
And all those threes at UCLA were 5 feet behind the 3-point line. That's what people
it was
forget.
all NBA range.
Yeah, all his threes in college were NBA range.
And, dude, this game was just amazing. He had, I think in the first half, I think he had, 2 threes. He looked solid. Like, he looked really good. And then, dude, that fourth quarter, oh, my God. This was just, it was, Kobe-esque. Obviously, no one can do it like Kobe, but I mean, he came up. He was super clutch. Like, he just took over.
Yeah, so I have how it went down right here. So with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left, we were down 4. He hits the first 3-pointer. So he cuts it to 1. And then with 2 minutes left, Randall hits 2 big clutch free throws. And we finally take the lead with his free throws. And then with 1 minute and 15 seconds left, we were down 1. And Zoe hits another 3.
Hey, he got fouled on this one, too.
Yeah, this is the one where Randall passed it out to him and he fell down.
He did get hit.
Yeah, he got hit.
Dead serious. It was an N1 3 for sure.
Yeah, so it hit, and this 3 put us up 2. And now with
that was even 2-3 feet behind the line, too. That was from deep with a hand in his face, man. That was nice.
And he fell. That was an incredible shot.
For sure.
Yeah. And then the Spurs tie it. And then with 40 seconds left, tie game. Lonzo, I don't know if he came around a pick, but he was dribbling obviously with his left hand. And he's gonna do the left-handed step back, pop 3-pointer.
Yeah,
that was a huge shot.
Crossover dribble.
Tie game.
Got the defender step back and then just jump back and just splash.
Yeah,
it was just, dude. That looked pretty.
It was like a dagger. I mean, we went up 3 with that shot with 40 seconds left, and then to top it off with 10 seconds left. Lonzo dimed Randall for a nice little layup, and Randall did the Salt Bay.
Just closed the game.
Yeah, Randall did the Salt Bay, and we beat the Spurs, man. We beat the Spurs,
on the
and
road.
Lonzo hit 3 threes in the final 3 minutes to win the game pretty much. And this was the first time since 2009, since our 2009 championship team, with this win, we went 4-0 or better on a road trip.
What?
That's amazing.
Since the Kobe Powell Odom
we're budding, man.
Championship.
We're budding. This is the beginning. This is the beginning.
Yeah, so let's talk about this whole thing. We saw Lonzo hit milestone 1. I think that was back in December or something, early December, and I think this is milestone 2, or I feel like we can call it UCLA Lonzo. Like, he looked just the way he's. For me, it's mostly because of the way he's just popping threes, without a thought. He's not. Before, he was thinking about it all the time, Now it's if he still does it a little bit, his tendency, but no, last game, I don't know how many he shot tonight, but the last game he shot 13 3-pointers.
Yeah.
You're not being shy if you're shooting 13 threes.
For sure not. I think today he shot 1 for 7, but yeah, 13 threes. I mean, you got to do that. If you want to, you got to be able to put defense for his style of play. You got to put the defense on their heels. You got to be able to, be an offensive threat. So they'll respect your shot and they'll, respect you on the drive. I mean, if they respect your shot, they're gonna be coming out at you. Then they come out at him. He's so quick, he can just go around the D, just break down and then just find open guys. In the half court at least. Forget about the full court, but he's making threes in the half court. That's what's gonna open it up for him.
Yeah, before to this game tonight, since he came back from injury, Lonzo is shooting 50% from the 3-point line. He's 21 for 42 since coming back from his injury. That's incredible.
That's
50%. Really wow,
that's amazing.
Yeah, at one point it was 56%. Now 50% after tonight's game. It's going to drop if he went 1 for 7. But
hey, regardless, as long as he's shooting it with confidence, like okay, fine. Like he shot, I think like what he's at 4 out of 6, like good shooting. Yeah, 2 were like, including tonight, were not that good. But hey, as long as he's shooting it with confidence, I'm happy. I don't care.
You know what baffles me, honestly? I don't understand how he doesn't get double-digit assists every game. Like he is. I don't think it's like he doesn't have the ball enough.
Yeah,
man.
You said it. Yeah, he doesn't.
He's like he can. I swear he'd get 15 assists every night if he wanted to. Like if he had the ball more and he was like just orchestrating majority of the time. You know, like I mean, it seems like so many times like Isaiah has turned to bring it up, or it's I don't know. It's like
I mean, or if Lonzo's in, like he can't be playing a 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Isaiah Thomas got to be playing the 2. Like the offense should run through.
I agree.
You know, Lonzo should be starting it off. Like, you know, he's got to be making the play. And then, like, don't let Isaiah bring the ball up the court. Like, let Isaiah catch it in the half court, if anything.
Yeah, let him finish the play.
Let him finish it. Lonzo will find him. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. Isaiah's been, you know, he's been diamond too. But I just think it comes down to, like, just being able to push the ball. Like, every single time they get it, like, he's got to push.
I just think he needs the ball more. But okay, let's close out the Spurs game. So yeah, Lonzo had 18 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 blocks, a steal, and was 6 of 10 from the 3-point line. And interestingly, all of his 6 field goals were 3-pointers. He didn't make a single 2-pointer.
That's crazy.
Randall had 25 and 6. Isaiah had 21 points, 7 assists. Pope 18 points. Kuzma 11 and 8. We won by 4 points. Let's quickly talk about Pope, man. This guy is every time
KCP
was always doing good stuff, man. Like 18 points tonight. The game before, what did I say? He had 18 points the game before. The game before that, he had 13 rebounds.
No, he's solid. No, he's been solid.
Yeah,
like him and Josh Hart. Well, he's injured now, so KCP is definitely taking some minutes of his. But look, he comes in and no matter what, if he's not feeling it on offense, he doesn't let that affect him on defense. Like he's always, you can always count on him, like, to be able to guard that guy, and you don't have to worry about him getting beat, or I mean, even if he does get beat, but he definitely puts in the effort for sure. You know, as long as you have guys that are putting in effort, and especially on defense, and dude, he can knock down that 3.
A lot of threes.
A lot of threes, man. He's got a nice set shot, and no, I like him. I think the Lakers, we wouldn't be in the position we're in now if it wasn't for him. Like, he's a big part of it, I think.
Yeah, unsung hero for the Lakers this season, definitely. All right, let's go to this Blazers game. So in this game, again, Lonzo picked up 2 quick fouls in the beginning of the first quarter, had to sit out. He had no assists or rebounds in the first half.
That's terrible.
And this is, again, we've talked, how many times, why is it every podcast we have to talk about either Lonzo or Ingram just completely checking out for, like, large stretches of time? Like,
not quite sure.
Exactly. And this was a game
the first half of it was not good at all.
Yeah, foul trouble, and then how did Lonzo no assists, no rebounds in a half? I don't know how many minutes he played, but he definitely played enough to get at least 1 assist or rebound.
No, that first unit was really sloppy that first half.
Yeah.
It's the second unit that really got us back in it.
And this was a game, I have a video posted of this on Instagram where Luke Walton's trying to, he subs Lonzo out, and like, you can tell he's trying to tell him something, and Lonzo just like acts like no one's there. Like, did you see that video? Yeah, he just completely ignored him, and Luke Walton's looking like, he looks like, oh man, like,
yeah,
this is not good or something. It's gonna be interesting.
That's a story within itself. Does Luke Walton, Lonzo Ball, like their relation, the body language on the court?
Yeah, the body language is.
It's like the elephant in the room that no one really talks about.
No one's talking about it. We're gonna talk about it. That's for sure.
Everyone knows it.
I don't fake it. We're not gonna fake it.
You know, I know James Worthy sees it. I know Mike Bresnahan and you know, Mike Trudell and all
Put in
these
your
guys.
3-point play.
They just, it's there, but they just don't want to talk about it. And I think it's a big deal. You know, you post it. It's on the page. You post it on the gram.
I've posted 2 videos in the last week, pretty much, of Lonzo like disrespecting Luke going to the bench. Like, anyways, okay. I was telling you that I wanted to tell you about a lineup that was put out, and it was in this game. In the second quarter, listen to this lineup, and tell me if you would ever put this lineup out.
I want to see.
In the second quarter, Luke Walton put out Tyler Ennis, Isaiah Thomas, Lonzo, Travis Ware, and Zubac.
Dude, I mean, wait, so you have 3 point guards?
3 point guards, Travis Ware, and Zubac. In the second quarter against a Blazers team that is hungry, that needs to win the game. That you somehow, did your brain come up with that lineup? I mean, I'm serious. Like, how does your brain come up with that lineup?
I'm sure how to answer that.
I mean, seriously, Kobe, like what? I don't know.
It's like either you have Ware and Zubac and a better guard thing, or you have Ennis, Isaiah, Zoe if you want to be all crafty, and have like Randall and Kuzma in, or I don't know.
Randall,
you can't have those
Kuzma,
5 guys
and KCP are not in. Like, you gotta mix that up. First of all, the first
Isaiah
3,
Ennis?
you can't have Isaiah, Ennis, and Lonzo at the same time. You can't have 3 point guards in at the same time. Like, I don't get it.
Why? I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. I really don't.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, let's just move on.
Well, I think I've seen a worse lineup than that. I think it was in the same game. I think. Wait, no, it wasn't that game. I think it was against Orlando. Anyways, go ahead.
All right, so we were up 10 with 8 minutes left in the game, and then Damian Lillard just took over the fourth quarter.
Dame time. This guy's a beast, dude. This guy was such a beast that game. Oh my god, like, he kills the Lakers all the time.
He always kills the Lakers.
Bro, this dude was busting it from anywhere on the court.
Yeah.
This guy was just draining threes. Like, he knew he wanted. You could tell. You saw the hunger in his face. Like, he was like, all right, I'm about to kill this. And he just went off. He just totally went off. Scored like what? 3 or 4 straight threes or something like that. Hand in his face, like one
quick triggers, like
quick triggers. Dude, that one was like
the second one was
7 feet behind the 3.
Yeah,
literally, he was touching the bottom of the Lakers logo.
Yeah,
and it just drained it. Like, almost looked better than Curry, really.
Yeah, he had 13 straight points at one point. He had 19 points in the fourth quarter, 39 points overall.
What?
But then still somehow we had a chance in the end.
Bro, we were up 11, right, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
We were up 11 in the fourth quarter, and we, again, started acting as if, like, the game was over and we won it.
Yeah, and Damian Lillard did his thing. Then Lonzo hit a big 3 to tie the game with 2 minutes left, right?
Yeah.
And then the Blazers go up 3, 106-103. And then the last minute of the game, for the whole minute, the Blazers had the ball. Remember, the Blazers got 2 offensive rebounds.
They got 2 O boards.
They held the ball for 20 seconds, shot it, got an O board, wasted another 20 seconds, shot it, got another O board, and then we fouled CJ McCollum with 8 seconds left in the game. And somehow, by the grace of God,
he
misses both free throws. CJ McCollum,
that's crazy.
He's
CJ McCollum, like
an 85% free throw shooter, at least I would imagine. He's definitely in the 80s or higher.
Second best player. Like, if I was a Blazers fan, I was like, okay, if I want anyone shooting the free throws, either CJ or obviously Lillard.
Yeah,
and this guy misses both of them.
And I feel like, I'm pretty sure he's a high 80s free throw shooter. And
I was feeling happy at this point. I was like, oh shit, we got a chance.
So he could have pretty much sealed the game, but he missed both. So the Blazers are up 3. And then McCollum made another bonehead play. He dead ball fouls us. We were taking the ball out, and then McCollum fouls someone before the inbounds, which in the NBA, it's basically they treat it as a technical.
Yeah, before the ball gets inbound, you commit a foul.
Yeah, so
it's free throw and a ball, right?
Yeah, free throw on the ball. Isaiah go to the free throw line.
There's a chance to cut it to 2.
We send Isaiah, who's been good and been our fourth quarter closer free throw guy.
I'm talking about free throws, about being clutch. You call it, okay, you want to be clutch, Mr. Fourth Quarter. That's fine. You're 85, 90% free throw shooter, which is great. I mean, hey, you made all the free throws, against Sacramento. We needed that game. But dude, come on, man. This is like to cut it from 3 to 2. This is a big one. Like,
big one, huge.
Really big one. And yeah, I mean, we missed it. Like,
and what's funny is that I remember it was after the last game. I think either against the Spurs or whoever we played, the Heat, where he was interviewed after the game, and I saw, and they asked him about his free throw shooting, how he's so good at the end of games, and then there's the very next game he misses it, and I was like,
I know.
Jesus. And then so he missed a free throw, so we're down 3. We get to inbound the ball. Lonzo throws this crazy long pass to Brook, like away across the court, super dangerous pass. Brook somehow gets it. He passes to Isaiah. Isaiah for 3 for overtime. Stripped.
Yeah, he got stripped. Didn't even get a shot off.
Didn't even get a shot off. Stripped.
Yeah.
Game over.
I mean, you know, I think I have a feeling like Luke called up that play, like, you know, Isaiah shoot the 3. But I feel like, okay, look it. If Brook has it, you know, and he's got space to like shoot it, like shoot the easier shot. Like, yeah, sometimes if the play is drawn up one way, but you know, it's not there and you have the open shot, sometimes you got to break the play, break what the coach says and just shoot the open shot, you know. And you know, you see a small guy, like, you know, he's getting D'd up, you know, Portland's expecting him to shoot it like Mr. Fourth Quarter, but dude, you're not clutch if you miss the free throw. Like, the clutch, your clutch part is over. The moment you miss the free throw, that's it. Your clutch is over. Like, you got to give it to someone else, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, that hurts. You know, we played a great game without Brandon Ingram. We should have won it, really. I mean, regardless of the last play or not, you were up 11 in the fourth quarter. We should have closed that game out.
Yeah, and we lose to a team in the Blazers that, you know, if we want to make the playoffs, we have to beat these Western teams ahead of us. And against tonight, we lost to the Nuggets, we lost to the Blazers. This is not how you do it. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, and I feel like I've been saying this and on the podcast, like, I really haven't been expecting Lakers to make the playoffs. Really, like, I've been wanting them to, but I never got my hopes
Laker
up.
Nation gotta have the hope.
Yeah,
you gotta hope.
I always try to be objective.
Pray.
Like, for me, I'm very aware of what's happening all around the NBA.
I can't control my emotions, bro.
Like,
I'm
so
just all Lakers emotional.
Yeah, like, I'm glad I never got too high. Like, it's a good season, but, you know. All right, whatever. Let's move on to the Magic game. Orlando Magic. The Magic just seem to have our number. Like, they killed us last time we played them, and they're not even a good team. Right from the start of this game, it was the Aaron Gordon versus Julius Randle battle. They were going back and forth at each other. You could tell they were like, Randle and him were getting chippy with each other. I think they got a double tech at one point, but Randle lost this battle. Randle tonight had 12 and 11 this game compared to Aaron Gordon's 28 and 14.
Aaron Gordon, he just looked amazing. He was scoring all over him.
I like Aaron Gordon. I've been a fan of his for a while, and the way he's been able, like, Randle needs to do what Aaron Gordon did. Aaron Gordon couldn't shoot a 3 or a free throw for the first 2 years of his career. Like, he was awful. And this year, his third year, all of a sudden, Aaron Gordon is like a really good 3-point shooter and can stretch the court. And like, Randle, if somehow Randle can do that, like, if somehow Randle can get that shot and shoot a 3, like, develop it. I mean, Aaron Gordon could, and you know, Aaron Gordon at Arizona, I think he shot like 30% from the free throw line. Like, he was that bad a shooter.
Ouch.
Like, and he's been able to develop, and his shot looks nice. Like, but anyways.
Randle got to get that 3 going. I don't know if it's gonna happen though.
Because
he's so effective down low now.
But let me tell you my worry with Randle. Okay, this is what it is, and it's exactly with what we keep talking about on the podcast with these offensive fouls. Like, when the game gets real, like when the defense actually gets real at the end of close games, or you call the playoffs. This is what I'm saying. I'm worried about him getting these offensive fouls when the teams actually tighten up. Like, that's telling me something. Like, you can't. I just don't think you can play basketball like that for that long. Like, just this run into you kind of thing. Like, I don't know.
For sure.
That whole style is dying down in general. But then, like,
it's a great thing to have off the bench.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. Yeah. I've always thought of him as like a really good high energy player.
You can't close with that though.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's just like, remember we were playing at LA Fitness like last time, and we were playing a team that was pretty good, and like at the end when they we were up about to win and they like locked up and we couldn't score. Like, when it gets real like that,
yeah,
it takes it takes more than just running into people to score. You have to have skill and like do something to get open. Like you can't just because I swear I think. Anyways, yeah, that's my thing with Vandal. It's
hey,
like,
we won that game though.
I don't. Yeah, we did win. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for with Randall. Hey, it's like I want to see if can this style of basketball can you sustain that? Like
I mean, on that point, on that note, like ditto that. Like separate from Randall and like we've seen it, like same thing with kind of Isaiah Thomas, like the Isaiah factor. Like yeah, he's great. Like he can make plays and he can he can finish around the basket. And he can make threes and sometimes he's a volume shooter and he misses shots, but. Anyways, that's on the offensive end. But at the end of the day, when you gotta win, you gotta play defense. Like when you need that stop, like you gotta be able to get a stop. Like even today, Devin Harris was like, "Okay, I got Isaiah Thomas on me, and now I feel like Klay Thompson. I'm just gonna start shooting because I feel the utmost confidence because this guy is not gonna block my shot."
Yeah.
Like teams are gonna exploit him, Isaiah, on defense. Like Randall is the offensive thing for Isaiah's defense. Like teams are gonna go at him, they're gonna post him up, and they know like he's short, like he's the baby, as they say. Like he can't really put a body. Like today he was on the floor and Jokic got a big offensive rebound and scored it.
Yeah, that was that was huge.
It's little things like that. Like it's always on defense. Isaiah's gonna be he's gonna be at the bad end of it. And for Randall's offense, for Isaiah's defense.
Yeah.
You just can't win with that at the end of the game, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. The difference between them for me is that I see that Isaiah since before he even came here, since he was on the plane, he's had no chance of being a Laker long term. Like, so I don't really care. I don't really care about Isaiah that much. Like,
you can't win. Like, think about it. The last game before Isaiah got traded from Cleveland, like I was watching that game and the Cavs were playing the Timberwolves and the last like 3 minutes of the game, almost every defensive possession, Tyronn Lue was trying to sub Isaiah out of the game for defensive purposes. But like, how can you finish a game? How can the team have any flow if you're trying to you're switching players in and out at the end of the game? Like I want to feel normal if I'm playing a basketball game and one of the guys is getting subbed in and out on defense and offense. That just feels weird. Like it destroys the flow of your team. Like how can you win like that?
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. But yeah, again, I'm telling you, he's not going to be here next year. He's going to have a little 2-month stint with the Lakers, so it's not going to matter in the long run. So let's get back to this Magic game. Kuzma was amazing this game. He just had so many shots that were just look so cool, and he's just so crafty. And I love watching him play.
He was flowing in this game.
He just had so many cool shots. Like,
yeah, lefty dude. He could do the sky hook runner with the right and left hand.
Yeah.
And he just makes it look so natural for a rookie. Like you don't see anyone shooting like that now.
You don't.
And sidestepping, left-handed. Obviously threes. His jumper just looks good.
Yeah.
He just looks good all around.
Yeah.
But
so in the third quarter, Lonzo, he had 13 points quickly at the beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah, he had a little burst right there.
Yeah, but he was quiet the rest of the game. He had 13 points then, and the entire game he had 16 points. So we were winning pretty much the entire game, and then in the fourth quarter, Orlando goes on a 20-7 run to take the lead. And with 10 seconds, and then we took the lead again, but then with 10 seconds left, Aaron Gordon, I can't remember how it happened, but he was in transition. He made that layup to put them up by 1 with 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
And it was just like, wow, the Lakers were really going to blow this game to the Magic and blow this lead they had.
No, again, same thing with Portland. Even the game against the Hawks, even though that was a blowout, but they started playing as if they won the game, even though there's a lot of time left.
Why do you think that's just a young thing, or
it's a young thing? They're not used to it. They're not used to winning, being up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
they're not. I just think that they're not used to it, and it's something they're starting to get used to. Oh, we're up now. Now it's our job to just be solid and finish the game. and I think they haven't tasted that experience yet. Now they're tasting that experience.
Yeah,
because they've always been, hey, we're down a few points or we're losing the game. Let's fight to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're like, oh, we're up now, and now it's not fight to keep it. You know, it's just now it is fight to keep it. It's not fight to win it. You know, so I think it's a different mentality approaching the fourth quarter, and I think they're tasting it now.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. So yeah, we were down 1 after that Aaron Gordon layup, and we inbound the ball to Brook Lopez, who got fouled.
Hey, he should have made that shot.
Yeah,
literally, the refs gave us that foul. I swear to God, too, it looked like the refs just gave it to us. Like they were gonna call that foul. I really thought after the game was done, I thought the refs wanted the Lakers to win this game. I really did.
Yeah,
I really did.
With the way it ended too, like, which we'll talk about. That was yeah. But yeah, he makes both free throws.
Thank God.
And
which puts us up 1, right?
Puts us up 1.
There's 0.6 seconds left.
Yeah, less than a second left. Orlando taking the ball out
on their end
sideline. And they toss an alley-oop to Aaron Gordon.
It's like a lob.
But then whoever's in charge of running the clock starts the clock while the ball is in the air, which is completely wrong. You don't start the clock till it touches someone.
Like, it wasn't even close to touching someone.
It was like as soon as the ball was in the air, the clock started. And there's only 0.6 seconds left. So before like the ball even landed on someone, the clock ran out, which was super weird.
I think Lonzo like touched it or something, barely, but it was already buzzing by the time he touched it.
And the pass had no shot of going anywhere like that. Orlando was not going to score, but the refs had to convene. Stu Lance and Bill McDonald said that they thought they were going to just retake it out and put 0.6 left back on the clock.
I mean, it was a ref's mistake, really.
Yeah. But then instead, the refs call a jump ball. Like,
what?
Yeah, it was kind of odd. I mean, it worked out well for the Lakers because that meant Orlando had absolutely no shot of winning. Like, there's no chance to alley-oop out of a jump ball. And that
was weird.
And we won the game.
That was weird. Yeah, it was a jump ball at half court. I mean, if I was an Orlando Magic fan, in all honesty, I would be pissed. I know the coach Frank Vogel, he was pissed too. But it was a really weird call. Unfortunate for Orlando though, but you know, stuff like that's what I mean. These refs have been blown this whole season. Like, they've been doing really crappy dumb calls the whole year. So you know, if I knew that it's gonna be a jump ball, I would. And I'm Frank Vogel. Yeah, I was yelling at the refs, but I would just go so berserk on all of them. I don't care. Like, we're about to lose the game, but I'm gonna get a technical now, and I'm gonna let them hear it. Like,
yeah,
that's something I would yell about, and I wouldn't care if I got fined for it. Really.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah, so Brook Lopez was big in this game, dude. 27
big,
points.
Dude. He played
player of the game. 27 points, dude. 35 minutes.
27, dude. Dude, is that a season high? No.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, he had 29 tonight, so
he broke that.
He broke it today.
And he's definitely scoring, man. He could definitely put the ball in the bucket.
But Brook Lopez became the first 7-footer to have 27 points and 0 rebounds.
That's terrible.
He played 35 minutes and had 0 rebounds and 27 points.
How does that happen? 0 rebounds?
Not quite sure how to answer that.
Like, mentally, like, you're probably just thinking, like, I mean, I don't want to play any defense at all. I don't care. Like, oh, okay, let them shoot the ball. I'm just going to go and shoot the three at the other end. Let's go, dudes. Push.
So he's such a surfer, dude. I mean, you have to be allergic to the ball to not get a rebound in 35 minutes. If you're the biggest person on the court,
if any of us were on the court, just us running around, like, you would get a board first.
I would definitely, yeah.
Like, come on, like, you got. I mean, how are you not, like, even on the offensive board or on the defensive board? You're playing in the game. You're trying to win the game. Like, you're like, hey, I gotta get this ball. I'm the biggest guy on the court. Let me get this ball. Let me finish this play offensively or defensively. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You're a center. Like, you're guarding their center, like who's around the basket.
Yeah.
How does the ball not even like roll to you? At least, come on, like that. I don't understand that, but
that's what's baffling. But he did come up big this game. He
made the free throws.
He had 27 points. Kuzma had a double-double, 20 and 10. Lonzo, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 three-pointers out of 13, 2 steals and a block. This was an ugly win. I mean, it was bad to see them blow that lead, but it's good we got the win. And let's talk about. I got some numbers. I guess I just want to talk about. We've kind of talked about them already. But Lonzo, since coming back from injury, is averaging 12 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3.5 threes a game, 2 steals, 46% from the field. These numbers aren't including the game against Denver tonight, but this is over like the last 6 games or whatever. Hey, 46% from the field. That's way better than those low 30s he was in earlier.
That's a win within itself. That's like a small win right there. It's a small wins that count.
Yeah, no, that's huge for him to be shooting over 45%. That's like with the way everyone's talking about.
I feel like his numbers are better than that. I mean, just the impact that he has on defense alone, like that stat line that you said does not really show the impact that he has on defense.
No, it doesn't.
Like just his pure energy on the court, which is I haven't seen energy like that from anyone that I can remember really.
Yeah, I still think 6 assists is too low for him. I don't see how that's.
I mean, how many minutes is he playing? I feel like he's not getting enough minutes.
I don't know what the minutes are, but Lonzo to me in like 10 minutes could get 5 assists. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
He's getting 6 assists in the whole game. Like,
no, I mean tonight we saw it. Like I remember there was a play. I think
how many
the Nuggets
8 assists tonight.
The Nuggets missed a shot. And it was like a slightly long rebound, and it felt like all the Lakers were kind of bunched up together, and Isaiah was like trailing a little bit. So Lonzo gets a rebound. He looks like he's ready to push, but this is my first time I've seen he literally threw the ball backwards. Not backwards, but he was running forwards towards the bucket, and this is still in the back court, but he throws the ball backwards to Isaiah and lets him push it up the court. Which, I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but I think Lonzo, like, that's not, he shouldn't have that mentality, like, to be giving up the ball in the open court.
Yeah.
Semi-transition, anytime you can get transition, like, I think he should be just, forget about what it is let Isaiah create. Like, he should just go and push.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like even Lakers lost the lead when it got stagnant. And he's so fast, he's the best one at pushing the ball up the court.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to score, obviously. Like, he can get a layup. But he can also like collapse the D and just find like open threes. Like why couldn't he just push it up and then hit Isaiah for the open 3? Or even KCP who was on fire. Or even Kuzma was hitting threes. Why do you gotta let Isaiah bring the ball up the court and him create the play? I don't understand that.
Yeah. No, I agree. We definitely agree that he needs to have the ball more and it should be in his hands for more time. Let's talk about Randall because he's just,
Manhandle Randall.
As you know, I offer my truthful insight into him, but hey, I gotta say, he's been beasting. Over the last 15 games, he's averaging 20 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 59% from the field. I mean,
Bro, you see his shot chart? His shot chart is crazy.
It's literally just shots like 2 feet within the basket.
Everything is right next to the bucket. Like it's all layups and dunks. Like, yeah, he muscles guys too, and he just powers guys in.
Literally just muscles people. Like he
sees like meat. Like, okay, this is like fresh meat. I'm about to just Debo this guy up and just score. Like he just goes in and he scores. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, and he's been doing this his whole career. It's just now he's actually making the gimme those little shots. Like
yeah,
he's always played like this. It's just now since he took over that starting job, like at the beginning of January or whenever that was, he's making the shots. Like he's making the gimmies, and it's good. Like I think if you could definitely argue if the Lakers season was just condensed, if you just said the last 20 games, you could definitely say Randall's MVP of the team. Like if you just look at the last 20 games. It would be Ingram or Randall.
Yeah, I think he's leading the team in scoring the last 20 games for sure.
Yeah, and like we're winning. I mean, overall, like, and it's good to see. It's really nice to see. I feel like
he finished with the right too.
I feel like him seeing like Nance go was just kind of. He might have needed that. Like, I think Nance being there might have always kind of was in the back of his mind, like, or something. But now, like, it just frees you up. It frees you up mentally, like, knowing, okay, I am the 4 here. Like, this is my spot. And yeah, he's been doing great. He's been doing great.
On that note, I think I can't remember. I think some ESPN or some reporter on NBA TV or someone, they were saying that like Lonzo kind of feels the same about. I don't know if he personally, but it's kind of the same with Lonzo that Jordan Clarkson's gone. That kind of freed him up, and now he just feels more confident just playing and just going out there and just doing his thing. Like he was constantly thinking about Clarkson in the background, like kind of Randall. Yeah. You said Randall was thinking about Nance in the back. Like I can't remember who it was. I wish I remember who said that.
I feel like I don't really agree with that.
I don't agree with it either.
I feel like if anything, Isaiah's shown that he's taking the ball away from Lonzo more than Clarkson ever did. Like
right. No, I know, but I didn't agree with that. But this is what some guys apparently might have some inside information on, like NBA and knows the players. I think it was a former NBA player, former coach who said that. I can't remember exactly.
All right, let's talk about really quick some quick transactions that happened. Lakers waived Corey Brewer. Second guy we waived. What happened to Andrew Bogut? Where's Andrew Bogut?
Who? Who that?
Where's Andrew Bogut?
Andrew Bogus?
Who? Did no one?
Andrew Booger?
Did anyone pick him up? I haven't heard of him. I haven't heard of him since.
Bro, he was Luke Walton was giving his buddy from Golden State, Golden Flake, some time,
some money.
He was just giving some plays. He's like, I know you suck. But you my white boy buddy, and we're gonna stick to this league together, and I'm gonna give you some time and do something. But Magic cut it off real quick. He knew, dude. Come on, Andrew Booger was so bad.
But what's interesting to me is that as solid as Zubac kind of looked in the last 5 or 6 games, it's like you wasted this young guy's. I mean, why did you take that time from Zubac all season? Why did you give Bogut that? I mean, for what? Like, for what purpose? When Zubac looked better than Bogut, I don't know. He's looked better to me than what I saw from Bogut.
He's been playing amazing. Dude, the first game he came back, I think he shot like 8 for 8 or something like that. Yeah, no, dude, he can score. He can have like a couple blocks tonight. Like, he could play defense. Like, yeah, he's a little soft.
Slow
a little bit. But he's an all-around plus for the team, for sure.
Yeah.
Compared to Andrew Bogus.
Yeah, so
dude, I would get mad every single time this dude came in the game. I was like, oh god.
They would try to run the offense through him.
I was like, I'm throwing things in my house. I'm throwing things in my house, just like going crazy, pulling my hair out. Like, why is this guy in the game?
Yeah. So all right. Yeah. So we waived Corey Brewer. Any parting thoughts for Corey Brewer?
No, I liked him. I mean, it just felt like he was always like tripping. Like, it felt like he was always falling down the court when he was running. But no, he was solid. Like, dude, there's games like I remember the game against Phoenix. Dude, he got in the first game, I think, where Lonzo had his triple-double. But he got in Devin Booker's face and totally D'd him up that game. That was all Corey Brewer.
Hey, did you see that it was yesterday, the Suns played OKC and Devin Booker shoved Corey Brewer to the ground?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I swear.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It was It was completely intentional. Like,
I had no idea.
Yeah, he got like a flag. I don't know if he got like called for flag.
Oh yeah, Devin Booker definitely remembers that game.
Yeah, he remembers that game. It's the one you were talking about.
For sure.
That's funny. I thought that was pretty funny.
Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he would get steals. He was the Iron Man. Too bad the streak was, broken, but
I'm happy for him because he's going to play for his old college coach Billy Donovan over at OKC. I mean, they won 2 championships together in
really?
Florida. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So that's pretty much why. I mean, OKC because they're buddies,
right?
Billy Donovan and him. So
they're like, Roberson's out, we can use him.
Yeah. And then I'll quickly talk about Derek Williams. Derek Williams to me is fascinating because when he was in college at Arizona, I thought he was so good. Like, I really thought this guy was going to be a baller NBA player. And he was the number 2 pick in the draft behind Kyrie, who was number 1.
He was number 2?
Yeah, he was number 2
Say
pick.
you swear.
I swear.
Are you serious?
And it was legit. Like I'm telling you, like he was so good in college. Like he looked amazing, and I swear I thought he was gonna be really good. And he went to the Timberwolves. It was a bad situation. He was playing like behind Michael Beasley and Kevin Love over there, and it was some players. Unfortunately, I swear you get drafted to a wrong situation, it can really mess you up. Like if you're in a position where you have to play behind someone as opposed to like you come in and you get to start and be the guy, like it can affect your career. Whatever. Anyways, Derrick Williams has been a journeyman for the last
I know he played on New York for a minute.
He's on New York. He was on Cleveland. He's always picking up 10 days and finishing the season on new teams. Like his career is.
He was on Sacramento for a little bit.
He was on Sacramento. Right? He's been on a bunch of teams. I'm not expecting much from him.
I think you're just trying to fill in space for Josh Hart. So.
Yeah. But then it's like, I don't get how he collected Caruso, Gary Payton, Travis Ware.
Gary Payton on the bench not playing, and then you sign a 10-day with Derrick Williams.
And Travis Ware. Like we have
sense.
4 of these guys. Like I don't.
Speaking about that, I want to talk about this lineup. It was the last game.
Go ahead.
Dude, I could have sworn. I really remember. Maybe I'll pull it up, but I really remember. I think Caruso was in. Isaiah Thomas, Travis Ware, Zubac, and I think Tyler Ennis or KCP.
That's
and
terrible.
it looked really dysfunctional out there. Like
What?
we really looked bad. We could not get a shot. We could not get a score. Thank God. Right before, I think Caruso played like a small stint, but right before he was about to get subbed out, he hit a mid-range jumper, which didn't make it look that bad. But the team was just like, and I think Stu Lance even called it out. Like he was really surprised. This was a few games before this. He was like, "Wow, this is a lineup that I've seen for the first time ever," and it included Travis Ware, included Zubac, and I think Caruso was in. But I don't understand how you can have 3 G League players in at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. And then you have Isaiah Thomas in there. Like, are you trying to make it the Isaiah Thomas show and just like have him like hope for him to just go off and just create and just be a hero? Like, I don't understand. Like a lot of these lineups, like we're granted, yeah, Brandon Ingram's out, Josh Hart is out, but you got to be able to put in guys that have some like experience playing together.
Yeah, I completely agree, and that lineup made no sense that you said. So
it was really bad.
Yeah. All right, quickly, just want to talk about Kobe won the Oscar for his animated short, for his poem "Dear Basketball." Pretty cool. Anything you want to say about that?
No, I mean, it's nice. I've been, we've heard the poem, like it's been out for a while, but I think it was the animation that came with it. I think that's what really put it in. There was a big team behind that. The night he won, I forgot the other guy's name. It was like Glenn something. I can't remember. But I think they both won the Oscar. He was a big part of Kobe winning the Oscar. But hey, congrats to Kobe. That's what's up. He can add another accolade to his career that he's got an Oscar. I mean, dude, that's crazy. How do you go from winning championships and MVPs to now having an Oscar under your belt? That's crazy.
Now, I have a question for you. I want you to tell me whether you think Kobe's telling the truth here, because he had a quote after winning the Oscar. This is Kobe was quoted saying, "I feel better than winning a championship, to be honest with you. I swear I do," about winning the Oscar. Like, do you think Kobe...
But why? Like...
I don't know. I mean, that's the only part of the quote. That's the only quote I have. That's what he said. Like, do you think he truly feels better about winning the Oscar than winning those championship? Or
no, no way. I mean, maybe it's probably more gratifying, more satisfying to be able to, like, you put the mama mentality to work, and it works in, winning an Oscar and developing your own monologue, type of thing. Which, dude, I think Leonardo DiCaprio, and I read some crazy, stat that, Johnny Depp, DiCaprio, and, another big time actor combined only have one Oscar, so it is a big deal, but, no, I'm sure I'm sure if you had to ask Kobe, would you rather give up an Oscar or would you rather give up a title? I'm sure he'd be like, take the Oscar. I don't care. Like,
Yeah, well, that quote seems to, I don't know, maybe just, yeah, who knows. But, okay, last thing I want to talk about before we talk about the Lakers' next few games. LeBronzo 2018 watch. Some lawyer, I think Persian lawyer in LA, is bought 4 billboards.
I think it's Jacob Amrani.
Yeah, some personal injury PI lawyer that's, you know, those guys make all their money on advertising. Yeah, bought billboards. LA Braun billboards. What do you think? This whole Philadelphia put up one, then we put, I guess.
What do you say? We don't believe in the process. We just believe in winning, or something like that.
We put up banners or something.
We put up banners. Yeah.
Dealing with processes. I don't know.
Yeah.
No process meets in LA.
Hey, and I think LeBron was quoted saying, you know, something about like his kids see that and they like it. They get excited. So I'm sure his kids are definitely going to be influencing him on where to go, for sure. Mm-hmm. And I think his kids are going to school over here. I don't know. I feel good about our chances, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to see now. Like, I mean, do you think he has a chance winning in Cleveland? I don't think so. They got smacked tonight by the Clippers at home. I mean, I think he knows that he's not going to be a top seed going into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, no, they're not going to. They'll be the 3 seed at the highest.
He just admitted, like, if I have to come to game 1 in your building, you better believe it's going to be a challenge. Like, you know, he doesn't have the home court. He doesn't have another solid, like, superstar with him. So I think he's got to make a move. I don't know. It's going to be interesting where he goes. But LeBron, you coming over here, man, right?
Yeah, no, it's cool to see someone, you know, recruiting LeBron. It's not a bad move. But yeah, let's quickly look at the Western Conference, because let's look to see if the Lakers have any shot at this. Do you pull up the standings? It's tight, man. Somehow the Blazers are in 3rd place, dude, and the Pelicans are in 4th.
But dude, that whole 3-8 is just super tight. 3-10 actually.
Well, Portland's they've been able to push a bit away, but yeah, no. Between the 4th seed and the 10th seed, there's only a 2.5 game difference. Portland's pulled up 4 games ahead of the 10th seed.
What's crazy is that all those teams are all winning.
Yeah.
Like, unless they're playing against each other, you know, only then you can expect a loss, I swear.
Well, look, over the last 10 games, the only teams that don't have winning records here are the Spurs and the Timberwolves. Portland 9-1, New Orleans 9-1, Oklahoma 6-4, Clippers 7-3, Denver 6-4, Utah 8-2. Man, dude, 8-9. Look at 8-9 and 10. It's tied 15.5. Whoa, dude, look at this. The 5th through 7th seed, 5, 6, and 7 are all
a game and a half
tied pretty much, and then 8 through 10 is all tied.
The game and a half difference between 6 teams.
Wow, this Western race, and the Lakers are 6.5 games
outside
of the 10th of. Well, you know what's crazy? The Lakers. Okay, Lakers are 8 games out of the 5th seed. That's a lot.
I mean, Lakers literally have to go virtually perfect to the end of the season, and then we gotta start hoping that some of these teams start losing. Like, seriously.
Utah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I swear, what would be so interesting is if Oklahoma City doesn't make the playoffs.
Hey, anything can happen. Any of these teams can just not make the playoffs. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oklahoma doesn't make the playoffs. Damn, the Clippers are in the playoffs. That's just disappointing, dude. The fact that the Clippers have a better record than the Lakers, that's just pissing me off.
In all honesty, like 29-36, like I could literally count 4 games, at least minimum 4 games this season. That's really being super conservative. That we really could have won. You know, we just literally let slip out of our hands. I mean, that would have been, you would have put it as at 33-32. Above 500, and we would definitely be in this playoff hunt. Like, we're not completely out of it, but our chances are slim. Yeah, I mean, this is the year. It's tough. We learn with experience, but hey, at least I'm feeling that energy. I know you feel it too, man. We're budding.
Oh yeah,
We're budding,
it's
dude.
next season's gonna be the start of something. It's gonna be the start.
Steve Nash said it. He's like, next year, Lakers are making the playoffs for sure.
Yeah,
This is Steve Nash talking.
yeah. All right, let's look at the Lakers' next few games. We play LeBron, Clarkson, and Nance this Sunday in LA. That's gonna be a fun game.
That's gonna be
very much looking forward to that game. Then we play. It's gonna be, dude. Imagine if you think at one point Staples Center is gonna be like, we want LeBron. Like, what if they go for like a whole
I was
quarter?
thinking that. I swear to God, I
They
was
should go
thinking
like a
that.
whole half, doing this whole second half, just
I'm telling you,
non-stop.
bro. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be very interesting.
It's gonna happen. Or
Very
we want
interesting.
James or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely gonna happen for sure. I mean, they did it with Paul George. You know, the fans are gonna do it with LeBron for sure.
I want them to go into like a chant, like a long, drawn out chant of like, that'd be so funny, dude. I would crack up.
It's gonna happen.
and
It's
then
really gonna happen.
I'm
telling you.
expecting cheers for Nance and Clarkson. You know, they did right by us, I feel like, during their tenure. I'm excited. Nance has been playing. Hey, Nance has been balling.
Yeah, he's been killing.
I have him on my fantasy team, dude. He's been. I'm so lucky to have him right now. He's especially with, yeah. Anyways, then we play Tuesday. We played Denver Tuesday at home. Things got a little chippy today against Denver.
Oh yeah,
And
leading
it's gonna
back to last time.
Yeah, leading back to last time when Jamal Murray dribbled past Lonzo around him, and then it got chippy here. It looked like Luke Walton was cursing at
Luke Walton,
either the coach of Mike Malone or Jamal Murray.
one
I
of
don't
them.
know.
Like he was. You could definitely tell. I mean, you read his lips. He said your mom one time, and he threw out like a couple F bombs, and he was really heated. Yeah, again, I don't know who was that directed to, whether it's Murray or the coach, but I mean, the next game is definitely going to be a battle. Tuesday, there's going to be a battle.
We
It's gonna
might
be
think
exciting.
about. We're thinking about going to that game. Like,
Hey,
I'm
I'm
a
down.
huge Nikola Jokic fan. I can't lie. Like,
You like the guy,
I'm a
man,
big fan
but-
of his.
He could have got Brooke Lopez tonight.
Yeah, no, he couldn't. Yeah, what did Brooke have, like 29 points or something? All right, then we play Golden State the next day. It's a back-to-back. Denver, then Golden State, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Is that
That's
at home
at
or
Golden State.
At Golden State.
Yeah. Every Laker Golden State game's been fun this year.
It's
so
always been good. It's a good matchup. Hopefully, Bi is back. We need him.
Hopefully, yeah, no, definitely. Well, yeah, it's always fun, that Durant Ingram matchup. And it'll be interesting if Steph Curry is back. He rolled his ankle recently. Then we play Miami at home Friday. And then we play Indiana on Monday, which is the start of a 4-game road trip. Yeah, so that about wraps it up for this podcast. It was fun. Good chatting after a couple weeks.
Yeah, my bad. Got caught up doing a couple things. So.
Oh, yeah, no, I was kind of busy too, but yeah, thank you for listening, Laker fans, and we will
Let's
catch
go,
you
Lakers.
soon. And shout out to the artist that made this beat. The artist's name is Fleslet.
Leslie.